Good morning, everybody. This is 3333 Lightworker bringing to you this week's tarot reading from the 22nd to the 28th of February. Now, this week we have the Lovers, we have the Chariot, and the Sun. That's three major Arcana cards here this week. And that's an auspicious thing because it looks like we're going to get some fast communication. Could be an ex-lover, I don't know, or a new lover, but just take your time with that. And then the Sun, it kind of brings the whole week together, and you get a miracle, a wish, a fast communication. Maybe you get hired or something like that. So just be on your P's and Q's. Look your best. Because you never know who you're going to run into or whoever's going to hire you. Maybe it's something on social media or they like your quote and they want to hire you because you have a talent for speaking or for presenting new equipment or something like that. Or it could be somebody runs into you at the gas station or something. You get to talking and somebody tells you, they have this job opening, would you be interested? You just don't know what's going to happen this week with all the special communication and highlights. And of course, there's things going on in the world, but we have to concentrate on the things that we can change and the things that we can do for ourselves at this time. Now, our first card looks a little scary, but don't let it get to you. This is the Three of Swords. During last week of February, and it was time to put the past behind you, and if someone gaslighted you, just let it go. They are jealous. Hello. They are jealous because you are moving forward in life and they're stuck in their narcissistic ways. So I want you to just, be focused, be stoic, and keep your eyes on the prize, so to speak. Narcissists always want to bring you down just before you're going to get that big break. So even if somebody comes in and tears you down and spits you out or something like that, you just keep moving forward. Just tell yourself, they're just jealous. And you keep on moving forward. You go for that interview. You go on that date and you just, you explore life a little bit. Be happy. Maybe somebody asks you for coffee. Just go for the coffee in a public place. You don't have to worry about anything like that. So you're going to be doing that. So don't let this other past person or somebody who's envious of you destroy your time, because you're going to be so busy, you're going to forget them like lickety split, Our next card here is the Lovers. Let me bring that in for you. The Lovers is this time around is for meaningful relationships. So be clear on what you expect and what you want out of a relationship, and don't lower your boundaries or your expectations just to have somebody. I mean, come on now. We're all independent human beings these days. And sometimes it's better to be on your own than have a relationship with somebody who will just tear you down. You don't need that. I don't need that, certainly. So let's be, more stoic, dressed to impress, and just get yourself up and going and running. And even though it's cold outside, just wear 3 layers of clothes. You'll be fine. And wear those mittens, because you just don't know. I mean, here where I live, we've had like 3 or 4 days of rain, and I thought it was never going to end, but it is what it is. It is February after all, So just get yourself, ready, do your nails, cut your hair or style it, and wear that special perfume that when somebody walks past you, they just remember you, that scent will last forever. So, do that. And it could be somebody for your career, so don't wear the perfume for that, but you know what I mean. Just, get yourself ready, look better than you have in the last couple of weeks, and let the person, man or woman, doesn't matter, I don't care, but, let them know that you're interested if you are, and strike up a conversation. And who knows, it might, help your career too. It could be somebody who owns their own business and they're looking for somebody, that has your strengths, your public image and things like that. So you just never know about stuff. Now, the Ten of Pentacles, if I can pick it up, I cut all my nails down because I'm typing a lot of stuff these days on my laptop, and long nails just doesn't cut it. But anyway, Ten of Pentacles means success. It means generosity. It means, a blessing. So you're starting to be seen in the world. Like I said, somebody may notice you online or whatever, and you're being seen finally. You put in all the hard work. Maybe you've been doing it for a year, and nobody's really paid attention to you until now. You say the right thing at the right time, and they are paying attention, and they're starting to, subscribe to your channel, or they just like the way you are, and they're going to send you one of those secret text messages that's on like what is it, Twitter. They have a side thing on the right side. You can open it up and send a private message or whatever. So look for that also. Your long-term goals are becoming successful. So you want to be known, if you want to be known, or you maybe just want to earn some money and put it in the bank. But just, keep on doing what you're doing. Don't stop. And if nobody subscribes to your channel when you first started, don't worry, they will. The better you get at it, the better people, stick around and listen to your entire message instead of just listening for the first minute. So don't worry about it, okay? Just choose you. Be dependable. Be true to yourself. And, always, always, always ask Spirit to ask for guidance on what you should do next. And trust me, they will give you clues. They might send a movie your way, which the person has, say like it's a doctor-patient thing in one of those series shows, and the patient has she's allergic to cold weather because most of her life she lived in the desert, and so she has, her body's just shutting down because it doesn't know what to do in the cold weather. And I can understand that, boy. So, but I mean, it's just like that. So don't worry about things. Everything is cool. And trust me, with this success card, really look at what somebody is going to be offering you. It could be career, job, a promotion. And also, here's key. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. If they're asking you, well, what do you charge an hour? Just tell them. Don't be exorbitant, of course. You want to keep people coming back, but just tell them a nice middle of the road amount of money, and you'll get the job, because they know that to find somebody like you with all of your qualifications, they want to make sure that they keep you too. So just realize that. And the next card here is like our first, our second major arcana card, the Chariot. Now this is fast communication, victory, success over opposing energies too. So your confidence is at an all-time high. You're magical. I mean, people that see you every day, they're going to look at you and say, what has that person done recently? Because God, they look great. It's a time to act, and just reach your goals on your way. And if somebody has something rude to say about it, or that you need to improve on, just take it with a grain of salt and say, okay, thank you, I'll take that in consideration. But then just do what you want with it's your job, it's your company, your book, your what do I want to say, your channel. You just do what you want the way you want it. It's your channel after all. So, but just be sure that you are asking the divine for help and assistance at all times. And watch those, I love those horses just racing forward. And that's what you and I are going to do this week. We're going to race forward and keep our eyes on the prize. Now the next card is the Page of Swords, right there. It's time to be open to new opportunities. If they come along and you start to go, oh, that's not me, excuse me, and you want to push it away, don't. Force yourself to move forward and take it. It's not as bad as you think it is, You need to be direct. You need to be kind and generous. Also, but pay attention to what the text messages are being actually said, not what you want them to say. Excuse me. Speaking so much, my throat is dry. But anyway, be quick-witted like you always are. Be smart, be funny, and smile. People, you'd be amazed how bosses or people interviewing love to see people smile. and show those pearly whites. Let them see that you are easily, you get along with people. You're funny. You're interesting to talk to, and you're going to be hired right then and there. They're not even going to wait for the rest of the people. They're just going to hire you on the spot. You just have to know your P's and Q's. So know what your job you're going after, and what the skills are, and play on those skills that they are looking for. Tell them what your experiences is, what you still need to work on, but you're taking classes on that, and then just hope for the best. And see the girl there holding all those, you think they're kites or whatever, but it's ideas. She is coming up with so many ideas that she has to write them all down and then check them off as soon as she gets them one by one by one, just so she can complete everything. So it's like I said, this week is going to be a busy week. And oh yes, before I continue, don't forget to start your taxes and get those done as soon as possible, because the whole month of March is Mercury retrograde. And I've had this happen to me before. Things get lost in the mail in Mercury retrograde, and then they come back to you like 2 months later, and then you have to pay a fine. I mean, it's a pain in the what, but that's why I always do my taxes up front and get them in the mail. I don't I can upload them, but not for 46 to 50 bucks just to upload taxes. I think that's ridiculous. But anyway, this is Two of Pentacles right here. And it's time to, with this busy week ahead, it's time to now, in this card, relax and balance your body, meditate, just watch a good romantic movie, and for the guys, a good war movie, but, just relax, chill out, play one of those games. I don't play games on those, what do you call them? Game things or whatever. I've never have. I just never had an interest to it, but I do other things. So just take some time for yourself. Maybe you take a long hot bath and soak, and just close your eyes and enjoy that time, because it'll really, really help you. Okay. Let go and meditate. Ask Spirit to heal you, to pay and remove all of the aches and pains and the mental stress that you collected during the week. You can also ask for a new boyfriend or girlfriend to arrive, and then also tell Spirit what you want them to have. For me, he's got to have dark hair, dark hair, and a great smile. And he has to be a little bit taller than me and thin. Other than that, he has to be kind and a generous soul, because that's what I am, a kind, generous soul. Anyway, the next one is, oh gosh, I'm like, oh yes, the Seven of Pentacles. I got off on the deep end about what I was like in life. This is, I'm still on that guy I'm thinking of. This is a busy week, so, make sure that you pay attention to things and signs and synchronicity along this way as the Seven of Wands. And look now into this card. See the woman inside this bubble. She has got Spirit protecting her 24/7. So if you need protection when you leave your home to go shopping and then come back without incident or without a bad experience, just ask Spirit to protect you as you leave your home. You travel to so-and-so store, you come back, and you're a happy camper. And also this circle of protection can also block out all negativity. So ask Spirit to block out all negative things, or people, jealous people, or people just wanted to antagonize you or whatever. Just ask Spirit to put you in a bubble. Say like what is that? The sword and the stone, or what was that? That kid, with the Z on his forehead. I can't think of his name. And just put on that cloak of invisibility. That's what I wanted to say. The cloak of invisibility. And hide you as you go and come back, and nobody will know the difference. And pay attention to those haters. They really want to, get, just niggle at you, and make you feel bad and all that, because they're feeling bad. And I don't know what it is about people feeling bad, and they want everybody else to feel bad with them. That's not right. And our last card, yay, my favorite card in the whole entire deck. Look at that, the Sun card. This is another major arcana card, and this should be your mantra with this card. I am more than enough. I am happy, healthy, and blessed. Okay? So Spirit has your back this week. With this last card, this is a sure card of that. You're going to receive some sort of abundance. It may be small amounts, like maybe $30, maybe $50, or it could be large. Maybe you can get that client that you always wanted, and you ask for a deposit of like $1,000, and you may get that this week also, so you can start working on his project. So it's time is to celebrate. Bliss is yours at the end of the week, or it could be the middle of the week, but I think it's going to be towards the end of this week. You're going to finally say, yes, I can breathe. I got extra money in the bank, and I got a new client, and I'm so happy about that. So, and like I said, always ask Spirit to protect your health and your mind and your clarity, and that to bless you 24/7 for at least 30 more days. So I do that at the end of every month. I said, okay, Lord, angels, protect me for 30 days as I continue, say, February or March, and protect me from those who want to squash me or say negative things, because I'm not into that anyway. I don't say that about anybody else, so why should I expect it from them, right? So, boys and girls, it is that time. If you like and enjoy these videos, please subscribe and like, and maybe buy me a coffee on the thing that's down in the description box, the link in the description box. It'll take you right to the place where you could give me a tip or a coffee so I can buy one. I'm fine. I have plenty of coffee, but I mean, it's always good to get a tip or two. That makes me feel like people are actually liking my videos and enjoying what I have to say. So God bless you. Until next time, this is 3333 Lightworker.